Okay, hey guys, we're going to show you how to make this simple bird motion in Adobe Flash. So hang on and we'll get right to it. Alright, so here we go. So Flash ActionScript 3, and we'll set the stage size to 640 by 480 and click on OK. And then we'll add a new symbol and we'll call it bird. Okay. And we'll just get our brush here, set our color to blue, and then make sure we draw around the crosshair. Okay, so just here's a body and a bit of a beak. Okay, a little bit of an eye. And then we'll think about, I'll make it a little bit thicker, and then we'll think about adding a tail in here, and then some legs. There we go. I'll just add a claw to that second leg there. And there you have it. Okay. So we've got the body, and then we'll fill it in with a slightly different color of blue. So I'll get my bucket, drop that in there, and change the color for the beak. Awesome. Okay. So that's the body. And we'll add a new layer here for the wings. The wings have to go on their own layer so that we can change them. So we'll call that wings. And we'll draw our first wing in there. So we'll get our brush, pick up that darker blue again with the eyedropper, and then we'll brush in a wing in the up position. Okay. And then we'll give the body some time on the timeline there. So I'm clicking on cell 8. Just counting over, and then we'll hit F5 to fill that in. Hit F6 at first. We want two cells for that first wing, so we'll hit F6 and then delete the previous wing, and then turn on onion skin so I can see where it was and match up those key points. Give that 2 frames, hit F6, delete it, and then draw it in the down position. Okay, give that 2 frames, hit F6, and delete that, and then draw it back into the mid position again. There we go, and then just one more frame of that, so I'll hit F5. Oops. There we go, F5, turn off the onion skin, and then scrub through. There's our motion. Perfect. Okay, go back out to scene 1. And we'll go to our library, find the bird, and drag that onto the stage. And then we need to give the bird some time on the stage, so we'll go over to about, let's say, 100 frames. And fill it in with the bird, so F5. And if we play through that, the bird will cycle through over and over and over again that wing cycle, okay, until it's played through all 100 frames. All right, we'll click on the stage, set the stage color to a nice light blue, so it looks like it's sky, and then we'll add a new symbol for a cloud. Okay, and cloud is what's actually going to give us the illusion of motion. So we'll get our brush, set it to gray, and then we'll draw a lumpy potato style cloud here. Okay, so just bring that around, nice and random with their sizes. And then we got to fill that with white. So set it to white, and then get our bucket and drop that in there. All right, so back out to scene 1. Put a layer for the cloud. Oh, better name that bird first. Put a layer for our cloud. Name that. And then pick it up from the library. All right, so go over to the library, get that cloud, drag it onto the stage. Adjust the size a little bit with the transform tool. and then we'll tween its time. We'll go right to the end of its time on the stage, and then we'll position where we want it to be by the end of the tween. So bring it over there. Okay, make sure it's going from right to the left so that the bird appears as if it's going forward. Now, kind of obliterates the bird there, so let's change the alpha. So we're going to go to and change it to a movie clip, which gives us this color, and alpha is opacity. So we'll adjust the alpha down to about 50%. I'll do that because we didn't do it before. We'll do it at the beginning frame as well. Down to 50%. Should have done that before the keyframes were put in. There we go. So now we can actually see through the bird. Perfect. Okay, and we'll reuse the cloud on another layer. So we'll have another cloud in here. So we'll add a new layer. Put it on the bottom. Call this cloud 2, I guess. And bring in the same cloud from the library again. Okay, we'll just change it up a little bit with the transform. Flip it around, make it a little bit fatter. This time we'll make it a movie clip beforehand and adjust the opacity with the alpha. Okay, and we can also add a filter to it. So we'll make this one a little bit softer. Click on the page turn, choose blur, and then the more we drag that number 5 there, the softer that cloud becomes. Okay, we'll tween that. Go to the end of the animation, end of frames here. And where do we want it to be? Well, I want this to move a little faster, so I'm going to move it further through space here so that it's faster than that first cloud. Okay, and then there are. It's cycling through there. Okay, so let's see what that looks like rendered. So hitting Command Return. Okay, now the top cloud, maybe we'll have that go behind and have that front cloud come in front, or the lower cloud come in front. So we'll just switch those layers. All right, so we'll just drag that down and run it again. So we've got the sharper cloud in the back and the softer cloud in front, like it's out of focus. And there you have it, guys. That is a simple bird animation.